Today's Aleph Ador. The Gemara tells us a tainis. Misha nichnas Ador marbe b'simcha. When the month of Adar begins, we are the Jews. We increase our levels of joy. Marbe b'simcha. And the Gemara tells us that of all the months of the year, there's no mazel that's healthier for us as Jews than the mazel of Adar. But that's an aside. Why Misha nichnas Adar marbe b'simcha? It's Hashem. 2 weeks we're going to celebrate Purim. Purim, there was a decree of Lahashmin Arab La'abed, Minarvat Zokein. There was a decree to annihilate every man, woman, and child, old, young, total annihilation. And the world was ruled supreme by Ahasuerus, the Persian king, and there's no way to escape. And miraculously, at the last moment, there were a turn of events. And rather they, Amalek, killing the Jews, we killed them, we destroyed them. And Haman and his family and his sons were hanged. In the last moment, there was an overturn of events, and we clearly saw the Yad Hashem. So therefore, this month is the greatest month of the year in terms of that we exist as a physical people is only because of what transpired, the miracle that Hashem brought about on our behalf during this month. Therefore, Mishim Nichlas Adar Marbe Simcha, when the month of Adar begins, we begin rejoicing already at the beginning. According to Yerushalmi, that if one is not able to read the Megillah, the optimum day to read the Megillah is the 14th, if you live in an open city. But if one had read the Megillah even on Rosh Chodesh, Aleph, Adar, one already fulfills the mitzvah of Kriyas Megillah. Because the month itself is a month of Gula. The Gemara in Megillah has a question: if you have leap year, 2 Adars, Adar Aleph, Adar Beis, in which month do we celebrate Purim? Adar Aleph, because normally Adar always follows Shvat, or Adar Beis, because Adar always precedes Nisan. So which is the preferable month to celebrate Purim? So Gemara says, because Sabchino Gula L'Gula. Since Nisan is a month of redemption, and Adar and Purim is redemption, so we juxtapose redemption to redemption, so therefore we celebrate Purim in Adar Beis, the second Adar, not the first Adar, for this reason. So what is the month of Adar? It's a month of Gula. Gula in the physical sense, but factually there were many derivatives which we benefited. As it says, the Jews before that, they weren't meticulous in their observance. They didn't wear tefillin properly. They didn't circumcise their children. They didn't study Torah. But as a result of seeing the Yad Hashem, the hand of Hashem in nature, bring about the miracle, Jews recommitted themselves. And there was Ora, V'simcha, V'sasin, V'kor. We perfected all these areas which we were lax and we were failing in. This was an outgrowth. But the ultimate, what happened, was, as the Gemara tells us, Shabbos, we read in the Megillah, it says, Kimu v'kiblu. Towards the end of the Megillah, what's Kimu v'kiblu? The Gemara tells us, Kimu masher kiblu kvar. At Sinai, it was under duress. Hashem put a mountain over our heads. And as Rava says, Modor Rabba Lo Raisa, there's a disclaimer. We could say that we were forced into it. However, Purim was Kimu v'kiblu, there was a Kabbalah mi'avo. We accepted again out of love. It was a re-acceptance. As a result of this, it was a much more advanced, qualitative level of accepting. So, why is it Marbin B'Simcha? Marbin B'Simcha because we were not annihilated. But the ancillary benefits and other derivatives of that was many benefits. Observing more meticulously, recommitting ourselves to many things. But the ultimate was that there was a Kabbalah Mi'ava, that we appreciated then what Hashem had done for us, that initially we saw we were forced, we believed we were forced, but ultimately we saw that it was the ultimate in terms of our existence.